Knight of Wands. Have you ever met someone who charges into life with a bold, dynamic energy that's impossible to ignore? That's him, always on the move, always pushing forward. You can feel his impatience like a spark in the air. He was born to shake things up. He wasn't put on this earth to sit on the sidelines, overanalyze every decision, or wait for permission. He thrives in action, in the heat of the moment when everything is at stake. While others hesitate, he moves. While they second-guess, he decides. He's a risk-taker, and action is his default mode. He spends more time doing than thinking, often leaping into decisions without dwelling on possibilities or overthinking the details. He just dives in and figures things out as he goes. Everyone knows that planning for the future is not his strength. He's impatient, driven by the here and now, not by what lies ahead. What's striking is his unwavering sense of right and wrong. He's got this internal compass, a moral code he refuses to compromise. If something feels wrong to him, he simply won't do it. And when he believes he's doing the right thing, he doesn't care about the consequences. He'll stand by his choices, no matter what. Here's where it gets complicated. He doesn't always stop to think about how his actions might affect others. His decisions are quick, driven by what seems right in the moment, and this can sometimes leave people feeling hurt or overlooked. It's not that he's cold or uncaring. It's just that emotions don't play a role in his decision-making. Rules, routines, and limitations aren't just inconveniences to him. They're unbearable. He can't stand feeling restricted. It's like a weight pressing down on him, suffocating his energy and spirit. He thrives on freedom and spontaneity, needing room to explore, act, and express himself without boundaries holding him back. The idea of following a rigid plan or staying in one place for too long is enough to drive him up the wall. His energy is passionate, unstoppable, and full of intensity. But here's the challenge. Speed without direction is just motion. He can dominate a challenge and take risks others wouldn't dare. But what happens when the excitement fades? What happens when he's chased every thrill and still feels like something's missing? Because let's be honest, his biggest challenge isn't the external world. It's learning to sit with himself long enough to ask, where am I really going? He's the kind of person who brings excitement wherever he goes, someone who inspires with his courage and his willingness to take on whatever life throws his way. Sure, he might be a bit impulsive, but there's something fascinating about his straightforward, fearless approach to life. You might not always agree with him, but you can't help but admire the way he lives so unapologetically true to himself. I'd love to know if what I shared resonates with you. Please feel free to share your thoughts or leave a comment. See you in another video. Take care.